Hey, what's up guys? John Chacon here, and just want to share another little tidbit with soft tissue work with you guys today. Something that I've started using very recently, and I don't know why. I'm always about soft tissue work, especially throughout my legs, starting at the bottom of my foot, all the way up towards my knees, hamstrings, glutes, quads, everything. Even my back, upper back, all that, shoulders, even up my chest. But I've never really spent that much time on my lower arms. A lot of us spend a lot of time on our calves, but we completely neglect our forearms. And yet when we're in the gym, we're always grabbing stuff, pulling things, creating a lot of tension like this. And if you've ever seen me walking around, it's kind of funny. I walk around like this with my hand hanging. It's because I got so much tension in my hand. And the other day, I just thought I'd try a technique and just, because the foam roller really won't do much for a forearm. And so I was like, hey, I just whipped out a lacrosse ball on my kitchen floor and just started hitting it. And it was painful, but in a good way, in the sense that I knew that it became so tight that I needed to start working on it. So I literally spent about 15 minutes each arm and just worked on them, worked on them, worked on them. It felt so much better. And the reason I even prompted me to do it was because not only my hands were constantly like this, but I realized after one day, I went to like high five some kid, and the kid's like, oh, can you do this? And I was like, oh, I can only extend my wrist so far. I really can't do that much. My fingers stay pointing forward. I can't fully extend them. And that's kind of sad when you're all about, you know, full on mobility in every single joint, and that includes your hands and the fingers. So I wanted to do something about it. And so I've started to work on this with my wrist flexors and extensors on the back of the forearm. And so here's some things you guys can do when you come into the gym, or if you can do this at home, okay? Trust me, it'll pay off doing this on a weekly basis. And I do it, I'm gonna try to do it every day, if not every other day, at least on my training days, to make sure that I get that tension out of my arms, because we use them every single workout, no doubt about it. And whatever you're doing, you're gonna use them, okay? So one really basic technique you guys can start out with, get a $3 lacrosse ball. It's totally worth the investment. And what I'll do, I'll kind of make like a gooseneck with my forearm, and I'll plant it on there. And what I'll do is I'll put, if you stand back from it, you won't be able to apply enough pressure. But if you get directly over top of it, you can go really slow, apply that pressure, and you will feel where it's tight and where it's not. When you feel that pressure and it gets tight, stay on it. It's really important you guys keep breathing in your bellies, okay? You don't want to just hold your breath and create more tension in your body. That's what we're trying to get rid of. And when you feel that spot, you can kind of relax it, tense it up again, relax it, allow that ball to just get deeper and deeper into that tissue, and then continue to floss and find those certain areas within your forearm that are tight, that you know are tight. As soon as you're done with that one side, again, everything methodical, extend your wrist, bring it on the other side. This is the one that will get me right there. Don't go to your pain cave, okay? If it hurts, just show it, but keep breathing. Again, just keep on working on those all the way up to the base of your elbow right there, all the way down to your wrist. It's all important. And there's actually another way you can actually apply another lacrosse ball right on top when you're flossing for those areas to help you apply even more direct pressure on that spot, because the lacrosse ball has a lot less give than your palm, and you can drill into it even more. So I know that my hands and my arms have definitely benefited from this, but because, remember guys, whenever you are so tight in one area, like your hands, other areas are going to start to compensate for that, because your wrists are meant to be a very mobile joint. And when that turns into a stability joint and it's trying to be stable, it's going to throw that mobility job to your elbow, which your elbow really isn't meant to move much more than this, okay? It's not meant to crank to the side or to the inside as much as possible, but you want to make sure that you're maintaining that stability job with your elbow. Same thing, if your elbow starts getting pain from doing mobility work, it's going to shoot that stability job up to your shoulder, then you're going to have a whole problem up your arm, okay? So something as simple as excessive tension in your wrist can actually create problems in your shoulder and in your upper back. Something you guys don't want. So remember, it's not always the part of your body that's hurting that's causing the pain. It might be something upstream or downstream. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Invest in these things. They're cheap and they'll get you out of pain quick. So That's all I got for you guys today. Take care and enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.